Hello, welcome back. Since last we've met, Magic Online has been a little gutted, but events do continue in the form of 8 and 2-man queues. But the metagame is kind of stagnated for block. So I'm gonna be playing today just like the best quote-unquote deck. This is the most consistent deck that you can play. It's got the most powerful cards. So it's very, very straightforward. Basically, you play 4 mana dorks, 4 voiding satyr, and 4 sylvan caryatids, so 8 in total. And then you just power out all of these creatures. You got your Palakronos, large undercosted threat with removal. Polis Crusher, the pro enchantments and trample is very good. And the monstrous is not irrelevant. We've got Xenagos, which actually gives you creatures and helps power out creatures, as well as contributing to monstrosity. You've got Stormbreath Dragon, who protection from white, large flying threat that ends games pretty quickly, and Arbor Colossus, just mainly in here because the 6/6 that blocks Stormbreath Dragon. That's pretty much all it ever is. Sometimes it grows up to be a 9/9. And we also have Nylea, which gives all your creatures trample. Very useful in case you're playing against any sort of control deck with Elspeth, and they don't have enough counters to just blow up all your creatures, because all your creatures are very vulnerable to Elspeth. For auxiliary threats, Nylea rarely becomes a creature. It's only a creature when Arbor Colossus is out. And so we have Nykthos to power up like Nylea and... Excuse me, that's an alarm. Okay, sorry about that. You have Nykthos and Xenagos to power out your monstrosity once you have like an Arbor Colossus out or something. Because Arbor Colossus gives the most devotion for green in the entire set. Nylea can also pump creatures, but mainly use it for trample. Nylea synergizes incredibly well with Bow of Nylea, which gives all your creatures death touch, so your attacking creatures death touch. So if you attack with a creature with trample and death touch, you can only assign 1 damage to a blocker to kill it, and then the rest to them. Also, if you attack with Palakronos while Bow is out, and then use its monstrous ability, you can target any creature for just 1 damage, and since your Palakronos is death touch, you'll kill them all. Bow is also good for its modes, but generally the death touch is just enough. Like, it gives a counter and you can gain 3 life. The flying and the graveyard thing aren't that relevant unless they have a Cavalry Pegasus, which is the only thing you can really kill in this format for 2 damage on a flyer. And Magma Jets just give you tools to kill like Sedge Scorpions, Voyaging Satyrs, Baleful Strix, Agent of Fates, that sort of thing. Also gives you a lot of card selection, which this deck does not have otherwise. Lands are pretty straightforward. We play 2 Nykthos for the monstrosities. You can play a bunch of things at once, overwhelm them. 4 Temple of Abandon, the only dual land that you can play. Scryland, very good. We've got 6 mountains here. I'm considering adding another one, because with 13 forests, you may draw a little too many. Actually, I think I will go ahead and add another one. Since I changed, I added a Xenagos from this, since I changed the mana base. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a mountain there, and go ahead and talk about the sideboard. Sideboard's got a collection of things. We have 2 enchant removal things, Destructive Reveille and Fade into Antiquity. Fade into Antiquity kills the gods, which is the main reason why you decided it. It's like mono black for Erebos. And Destructive Reveille kills everything else at instant speed. So it's very good against like mono black or Boon Satyr decks. You can kill their thing in combat and then block, and you blow them out. For the mirror, we have Hunt the Hunter. Oops. I don't know, I just added to the deck, but I'm not going to save it, so for the sideboard, we have Hunt the Hunter, 2 Hunt the Hunters, Okay. We'll see. Sorry, I'm pausing because like it says I have 61 cards and 14 cards on my sideboard, so that means the Hunt the Hunter is in here somewhere. But when I try to sort by cost or name, it doesn't show it to me. So it just kind of is a ghost card. I guess I could have added an extra Mount land by mistake. Let's see. Nope. Oh well, it's not. So I have 2 Hunt Hunter in here, even though you can't sit the second one. You bring it in along with the Sedge Scorpions to end time to feed, to fight their monstrous creatures or their big creatures. You just want to make sure you can out-creature them, basically. And so Hunt the Hunter intrinsically makes your creature better than theirs by giving it +2/+2. Time to feed you mostly use if your creature is monstrous or if you have a Sedge Scorpion out, because Sedge Scorpion will fight anything and win. Granted, it'll die in the process, but it also wins. Also, you can board in Peak Eruptions. Usually you board them in against control because the Chain to the Rocks is a big deal for your deck. You want to get your creatures back, so you board it in against any control deck that has Chain to the Rocks. Miss Cutter Hydra is very good against the Prophet deck right now. Or it's always been good against the Prophet deck. The Prophet deck is not that popular right now, as far as I can tell. I haven't played against it in a while. But Miss Cutter Hydra is a card they are very hard pressed to deal with. It's very difficult for them to deal with a protection from a blue creature that can get very large off of like a Nykthos or Xenagos. I also board in Pulse Crusher. This is specifically a card for Mono Black, because when I was playing against Mono Black, I realized that Pulchrinus was not just doing it for me. Like between the Ancient of the Fates and Baleful Eidolon, your creatures are very hard to just get through, so Pulchrinus was not really doing anything. But Pulse Crusher does just glide right over a Baleful Eidolon because it has protection from enchantments. So even though it doesn't get through Agent of Fates, it goes through Baleful Eidolon and Night Howler, which were both problems for Pulchrinus. It also has the benefit of killing all those cards I just mentioned, as well as Whip of Erebos, which is a huge deal, because Whip of Erebos is the most annoying card that deck plays. I also board in a Lightning Strike against just any deck that I feel like I need to kill their creatures. So that would be things like Mono Black, any heroic aggro deck, basically. And I do have 61 cards in here, so I'm just going to put this back. My mouse is a mess. I keep double clicking by accident. Well, anyway, I'm in queue. I already queued up with the original deck, so hopefully it'll fire soon. If not, I'll just play a bunch of 2-mans if I have to wait too much longer. And I'll be right back for round 1.